What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Then We Eat. Last week we tried a McDonald's hamburger, so you know what's coming this week. Got a Hockey Hero burger here, so in this week's episode we're going to be making our own version of a Hockey Hero burger. So to kick things off here today, we're going to start on our meat. Now I don't know if you've ever noticed with a McDonald's hamburger, but we find that a McDonald's hamburger, or really a lot of the fast food hamburgers, has a much different texture than a hamburger we make at home. We figured the way they do that is they process it. So that's the first thing we're gonna do here today. So I have about 1.1 pounds of ground beef here. We're gonna add that to a bowl. And now we need to process it. So how we process it is with the hand mixer. So if you just take the hand mixer, turn it on slowly, you're gonna kind of grind this meat together with a hand mixer, or pack it down, or I'm not sure exactly the word to use. But basically what we're looking to do is what we call process the meat. You should get it broken up a little bit. You can turn that up just a little bit. You don't want to be flinging burger all over the kitchen. So there we go. That's processed. So you can see that it's kind of pasty in a way. Not a great way of describing meat, but you can see that a lot of the chunks are gone and it's kind of just a smooth meat now. It's exactly what you're looking for. So we're just going to set this aside and we're going to get a scale. And just before we scale out the meat, you know the deal around here. We've got our PVC pipe. We're going to use this to make our burger patties, shape them, squish them down. Today, I'm not going to freeze the patties only because I don't have a lot of time for that. So instead, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm going to spray the inside of our mold. Hopefully that's going to keep them from sticking. So we've sprayed that, so we're just going to set it there for now. The other thing I'm going to have to do, we've got these pucks here that we use to separate our meat. I think I'm going to have to spray these too. McDonald's burgers are quite thin. I'm just afraid that if we don't keep things sprayed and let things slide around a little bit, that they won't come apart and you'll just end up having this burger meat kind of fall apart in your hands because there's not much to it. So, first thing we're going to do, weigh out a patty. Now these burgers are 1.2 ounces cooked. So I'm thinking about 1.5-ish ounces uncooked. So that's 1.5 ounces. I'll put it in here. I'm going to give it a squish. This seems a little thin. I might have to go up to 2 ounces. Squish that down. Just going to lift this up. Hopefully this will slide right out the bottom, which it does. And actually, you know what? I think that's actually a pretty accurate size. So I'm just going to carry on. I'll weigh all these out, get them all made, and then we'll come back and we'll carry on. And just as I'm making these, I'll squish another one down. If you haven't seen our videos before, we've made a number of burgers. Basically, I bought this 3-inch PVC pipe. We've cut it in half. We use ring clamps to hold it together. We use it to form our burger patties. And then what we do is we freeze them. The reason we freeze them, because they don't stick, they come apart a lot easier. Today, like I said, I don't have time. So I'm going to just use oil and hopefully they don't stick too bad. They'll kind of slide apart. So that's why we do it. We find that they are much more uniform shape and size. So that's why. There we go. There's 9 patties. So I'm just gonna set this aside. Hopefully I can get it up. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna set this aside. We'll start frying up some bacon. Now we'll get our bacon in a cold pan. I figure these burgers have roughly 2-ish slices of bacon per sandwich. So in this case, I need 3 sandwiches. So we're gonna go with 6 slices of bacon. And because this is an induction, I gotta work quick. The pan's already coming up to temperature. And while that bacon fries up, I do have extra ground beef here. Basically, I said about 1.1 pounds. Really, you need as much beef as it takes to make the necessary patties. So we have extra here. I'm just gonna save this. I'll probably make 1 or 2 larger burgers. I didn't see a need to have the little tiny skinny ones. I do prefer them skinny. I don't need them that skinny. So we'll just set this aside. As I say, you need 3 patties, 1.5 pounds per patty. So you'll just have to do the math to figure out, depending on how many burgers you want, how much meat you actually need. I said pounds. They should be 1.5 ounces, not pounds. Just while that bacon fries up, let's start on our mayo-style sauce. That's what McDonald's calls this. So for my taste test, I tasted a tiny hint of mustard. There is some mustard extracts in it. And I tasted whipped dressing, I think is what you call it, or Miracle Whip. I will not be using that today. This is actual mayonnaise. I will not use Miracle Whip, whipped dressing, whatever you want to call it. Not a big fan. Much more of a mayonnaise fan. So we're going to start with 3 tablespoons of that in a bowl. And to simulate our mustard flavor, we're going to start with 1/4 teaspoon of dry mustard powder. Give that a stir together. Give it a little bit of a taste test. I'd say it could use a tiny bit more mustard, so I'm going to add another 1/4 teaspoon. And there we go, so another 1/4 teaspoon. So 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise and 1/2 teaspoon of dry mustard powder. Just stir that up. Give that a taste test. We'll go with that. Now we're going to start pulling some of our bacon off. The downside with an induction, it doesn't cook evenly because our induction is a little too small for our pan. But lucky for us, different strokes for different folks. Debbie likes her bacon far more cooked than I do. So I think those should be pretty perfect for how she likes hers. And there we go. So I'm just going to turn this off for a couple minutes. I forgot to cut some lettuce. I know, prep at the beginning. I'm going to do it now. Then we'll come back and we'll cook our burgers. So the only vegetables on this burger is some lettuce. It's customary at McDonald's and really most fast food restaurants. It's shredded lettuce. Most of the time, I prefer just a leaf on my sandwich or my burger or whatever. But shredded lettuce, so we'll do some shredded lettuce. So just take an iceberg lettuce. You want to kind of find a corner and you're just going to cut it into, we'll say, slices. Say that's probably enough for 3 burgers. Might even be a little too much. And then you're just going to take it, cut it again this way. And then we'll cut it again this way. And you've got very similar style of lettuce to what you see on a McDonald's hamburger. So speaking of burgers, it's time to fry up our hamburgers. So we'll just turn our induction on. Because these burgers are fairly small, I'm going to keep it kind of low. I've left the bacon grease in the pan. I'm not sure if McDonald's does that or not. I imagine they probably don't, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really care. I think they're going to taste pretty good fried in that bacon grease. So that's what I'm going to do. Not to mention, the last week, if you watched the video, I pointed out the bottom of the bun covered in grease. So you're going to get some of it from the bacon grease here today. So our pan is coming up to temperature pretty nicely. So now what we're going to do, quick salt and pepper. So we'll salt this side and pepper this side. As you can see, our patties came out pretty easy and they're a pretty nice shape. So put that in the pan. One thing I am going to do, just stick my knuckle kind of briefly in the middle, create a bit of an indent. Should keep the burgers from squishing up and becoming more of a ball. Once you've got all 3 in the pan, salt the other side and pepper the other side. And about a minute or so after getting them in, because they're not very thick, give them a flip. And about a minute later, I'm just going to flip them one more time. And just as it finishes up, we're going to cover each of these with a slice of cheese. Now I'm going to leave them in the pan, but I'm going to turn the heat off and I'm going to start preparing the burgers. All right, so the first thing we need, bun. This is where I'm going to differ largely from the McDonald's burger. You see my bun here? That's their bun. So mine's a little bit skinnier, a little bit longer, and it doesn't have the seeds on the top. But this is a brioche bun. To me, brioche buns are the best kind of bun, so we're going to use that today. So it's just going to be a little bit longer and not quite so fat.
Haha, you said bun.
Oh my God, are you 12?
So just like the McDonald's burger, nothing on the bottom. Patty. patty. And actually, I'm gonna slide this patty underneath just to try to keep it a little more level. Next up, bacon. So we'll put a slice of bacon right across there. The other piece right across there. Some shredded lettuce across the top. Try not to make quite as big of a mess as I just did. Hopefully your aim is better than mine. And we'll take the top of the bun, and I'm actually gonna put some mayonnaise on the bun instead of like putting 3 little dots on. So we'll just give that like a nice little bit of mayonnaise on there. There we go. Just fix up your lettuce again, because it appears I like to toss the lettuce all over everywhere. And stick that right on top. And there you have it. A Hockey Hero burger made at home.
That looks way.
Now, just before we give this a try, let's compare. So, this is my version, and this is a McDonald's version. Comment down below, let me know, which one do you think looks better? Now the most important part. Let's give them a try and see which one tastes better. So we'll start with the McDonald's burger. The one thing you do have to be kind of mindful of when you try this one, you've got to find the right spot to take a bite, because there isn't quite bacon all over it. The way it's put on the bun, it's kind of hit or miss. So I found a spot you can see the bacon coming out. We'll give this one a try. Yeah. For a $10 hamburger, it's not that great. And if you want to know more about that burger, you can check out last week's video. I broke it all down, gave it a much more in-depth taste test. And I did say in that video it was a $15 burger. $15 burger in the meal. I bought just the burger today, and it came out to right around $10. To me, not really worth it. There's not that much going on there. And now let's give mine a try. Right off the bat, one thing I would say, you get much more bacon, and the big thing is that sauce. There was like no sauce on theirs, so this should already be better just from the sauce. Now let's find out.
Bacon in every bite.
Yeah, and I don't know if you just heard Steve, but he's right. As I pointed out in theirs, hard to find the bacon. This one, bacon in every bite. So right off the bat, we're on to a good start. Way better. Yep, that's what I call a Hockey Hero burger. Skip McDonald's, use this recipe, and you won't be disappointed. You'll save yourself quite a bit of money too. So that's it for this video. Hit like if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload next. We upload a new video every Friday afternoon. We put the recipe in the description below on all of our videos. Comment down below, let us know. Would you try this? Did you try the Hockey Hero burger? What did you think? And let us know what you think the difference between the one I made is and the one that they made is. And don't forget, share it with all your friends. And, of course, as always, first we cook, then we eat. So good.